Hello. How are you all? Happy Tuesday. I was literally like, I haven't written down. I've been keeping track of like how much I stitch on my cross stitch because it's kind of been fun to look back on. And I realized I haven't written it down. Ooh, pool opened. Love that. Honestly, having my parents be closer is nice, like, for that reason. I mean, it's nice for a million reasons. But the fact that they have a pool that we can, like, use again. Like, I haven't been to a pool in so long because, like, before they lived an hour and a half away. So, like, you had to, plan. So, I don't know that I really use it. Okay, also, I reinstated the St. Jude bot, as you can see. I think I need to, can we change how frequently it posts? Oh, Lord. I need to disconnect the bot before I make changes. Okay, then disconnect it. Let's make the timer... There we go. It might post it again because I just... Okay. I saw it said, like, every 5 minutes, and I didn't think that it meant, like, every 5 minutes it would post. Like, it's fine. See, but now we have stuff like this. Maybe that one doesn't work. Let's see if this works. Hold on. I'm curious. St. Jude bot, are you back? Oh, dear. Okay. No. I think you're a little broken. I think... Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me... Hang on. Hang on. Let's see. Does this guy still work? There. There we go. Okay. Well, you survived. It was a big draw. Oh, gosh. I'm glad you survived. I'm sorry it was a big draw. I understand. I understand fully. Oh, that's how far away we are from raising 10 grand for St. Jude. That's a really far thing. That's far. I don't... Oh. Dang. That might be... Uh-oh. Encoding overload. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding process. What? What? It's showing up on OBS. Hang on. Because of course my screenshot tool still isn't fixed. I don't have any dropped frames, but I definitely looked like I did. OBS, can you give me the error thing again? I'm like ready to take a picture, but... Did turning on my lifetime for St. Jude just, like, crash out? Hi, Tiza, how are you? Okay. My, like, looking at my CPU, my memory usage, all of that is very low, so I don't... Yeah. Definitely let me know if I just, like, lag out again. If I'm not looking up, because I might not be looking up. Yeah, I know that we made changes to that, which is why I was like, hello? Okay. Okay. I don't know. So I kind of made the decision that since absolutely no one has voted for knitting, and it's not, I don't think we're gonna, I don't think it's gonna make a miraculous comeback. We're gonna work on that today. Because I really want to finish it. So... Originally, I was like, maybe I'll diamond dot, and then I was like, no, everyone's excited about diamond dotting. I am too. I do want to check the lighting today. So like yesterday, if you stayed till the end of stream, you got to watch me try and break my computer. And the stress test was fine. Which means that I am hoping that we can do some crowd control. Oh, let me turn crowd control back off, because I don't want you guys buying crowd control stuff right now. Okay. But I was also looking at crowd control games, and I completely forgot that Stardew Valley is a crowd controlled game. And I feel like that could be fun and chaotic as well. So I think that we might try to do that. I don't know if you can do crowd control. Can you do multiplayer? Like, if James was to load up on his device, could we Or is it just on, like, my computer? Listen, I love chaos that is brought by crowd control because I know that every little bit of that chaos is going to charity. So I quite enjoy it. But I was also thinking if the computer wants to cooperate with gaming again, we can definitely get back into like House Flipper. Because like I really had to kind of limit what I could do if everything kept crashing. So maybe we can do some House Flipper. You know what game I was watching the other day was Power Wash Simulator. I've seen it before. I've seen it plenty of times. But I was like actively watching instead of just like listening. And I was like, this is. I feel like it's a satisfying game to watch. You know? It would also be a really funny crowd control game. It's not. But imagine if it was and you could like make an item dirty again. I was like, that would be hilarious. Crowd control's gotta get on that. Like you spend all this time, you meticulously clean something, and then people are just like instantly dirty again, and you're just like, damn it! You love playing and watching it? Yeah. Okay. So maybe we have that. I mean, heck, we could even have that as like an in-between incentive. Like, we have our $500 goal there, but what if it's like a cheeky, sneaky, like $600 goal? Like, no one knows about it, but like Megan will buy and play Power Wash Sim for the first time. You know? I also. This one already has like Twitch integration, but it doesn't have a crowd control aspect, but I really want to play Town to City. Love Town to City. It seems like a game that I would absolutely like lose myself in. And I like the fact that there is like an aspect that you guys are also involved in it. Um do you also okay. I saw that there's like a Star Wars Power Wash pack coming out. For which Petrichor? For Town to City? I think it's cute to like see what, stuff you end up getting, like what role you're assigned in the town, if you're married, if you have kids, like what your job is. Oh, and Alice in Wonderland. Oh, I didn't realize how many expansions there were. Oops. 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 Stop it. Hang on. I was just trying to open Steam. Oh god, the Palia update. I'm excited to play that later. Palia added mounts. Like horses. No, shh. Don't play sound. I just wanted to see how much things were. I know! I'm excited. Some of the expansions are free? Okay. Yeah, the base game is like $25. I did see like the Adventure Time one too. Doc had played that. Adventure Time. Come on, grab your friends. Oh, that's about, wow. How many expansions are there? How do I... Wallace and Gromit. Halloween. Shrek. Cruise Ship. Muckingham. Alice. Warhammer. Santa's Workshop. Back to the Future. SpongeBob. Midgar. I don't know what that is. Tomb Raider. Wow. So are those all for the original or for Power Wash Simulator 2? Because I see that there's 2 of them. And we know how that is with, like, House Flipper. All the expansions are for House Flipper 2. Oh, the expansions are for the first one? Oh. Okay. The more you know. Yeah, the second one came out. Oh, I see. October. Oh no, there's a knot. No. Okay. Phew. I always giggle at games that are like, I don't like, power washing is typically something people see as like a chore, you know? And then they make it into like a whole game. I personally love power washing because it's one of those things that you get like immediate, like, I guess you see your progress immediately, which is very satisfying. Not get dirty. Why am I not picking up 2 strands? Well, because you're only holding one. That's part of the problem there. I don't think that the jacket or the hoodie that I like measured this one against is in my office anymore. I hung it back up where it belongs. Way to go me, but also so what's everybody up to today? Are we gaming? Are we crafting? Are we doing a cheeky work lurk? Why is it when we decide to finally put something away is when we need it? I don't know. And like we'll keep it out for forever too, and then someone will be like, "Why is this out?" And you're like, "Oh, because I need it for this thing." And they're like, "Oh, you need it right now?" And you're like, "Well, no, no, not right now." Yeah, so at the end of this, we're gonna sew this part together, the top. In the original pattern, it had me putting in a zipper so that it could unzip, but we're not gonna do that. Making Totoro. I really liked Doc's Sharkira last night. Trying to survive a mood, honestly. Holding laundry from 2 weeks ago. I went ahead and I did like a clean cycle on our new machine so that I could actually. I mean, I didn't need to, but I. Can you hold on? The dermatologist is calling. I ask if you can. You're gonna hold on. Be right back. Thanks for waiting. I appreciate it. Hey, so I did not get the news that I wanted. How about we try and raise some money for St. Jude? Because, yeah, I could really use some good stuff happening. Oh no, raccoon. So the sleeves are done. I need to make the pocket, like lining, because I originally was gonna make it in the same color as the main body, but then we realized that there was extra red. And so we figured that maybe we would do it in red so that the pockets had like a pop of color. So I have that. The sleeves are done. Also hi. I just have to finish this hood. Maybe I'll go grab the jacket I was measuring this hood against. But after the hood is complete, I have to do a little bit of trim and the pockets. But I want to finish the hood today. That's really like my goal. Maybe I'll go run and grab that real fast. So we can measure it and see without me having to put it on and off. Right back. So, like, this is a sweater that has, like, a hood. Oh, God. Style that I like. So, here's where we are. So, we're getting there. Honestly. Like, we're well past halfway. So, oh! Wait, what happened? I walked away to get a sweater and a donation came through? Purple is perfect for this community, it says. Yes! Thank you so much! Thank you for the $5. Yes! Let's add purple. The purple people rejoice. Well, maybe I should walk away again. Oh no, I need to leave. Thank you so much. So I'm thinking, and I wanted to like mention it before just like doing it. I think that maybe tomorrow we'll do the Frankenstuffy. Cause like I heard purple people and have been summoned, yes. The one of the things that I was thinking could be fun with like the Frankenstuffing was, what if like either $5 or $10, I don't know, you guys could let me know. I was thinking 10. You could either add or subtract a piece. So if you've not seen one of these guys before, where? Did you fall from a shelf, sir? My God. He's right here. So Frankenstuffies are made up of like a bunch of amigurumi parts that I didn't use for some reason or another. So like say hello to the duck balloon. Okay? He is made up of a body I didn't use for a dragon prototype when I was making Mrs. Gluon's dragon. It was too small, but I didn't know until after we made like the correct prototype that we weren't going to use them, so they just kind of like sat off to the side. These are failed duck bills for one reason or another. So you can see they're all different sizes. And then this hat was for I made my brother a snowman, like the snowman. Ami, like it was really cute for Christmas. And I didn't like the way that this hat was looking, so I redid it. So all of these parts are just, they were just in a bag. And I basically assembled all of these random bits into making little duck balloon. So we unlocked making another one because Weird Things Crafters say I have a bag of amigurumi body parts that just failed for one reason or another. And so I thought it would be fun if you guys donated and either could make me have to add more things to one, or anything that hasn't been sewn down yet, you could take away. So it could be like a constant battle of like, no, add this. No, take it away. So yeah. He needs fishing line to hang from the ceiling. But I wanted it to be, I didn't want to just like do it without like talking about it. So do we maybe want to do that tomorrow? It does sound, yeah, it sounds like it could be, it sounds like it could be really cursed, honestly. We might end up with something with like 15 pieces attached to it. Or maybe just a guy with some safety eyes and like, you know, a single like strand of like hair, or you know, it could be silly. But cursed for a good cause. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But what do we think? Should it be $5 or $10 that you have to donate? Because I don't want it to be like you know, I want it to be like just the right amount. I don't want it to be too cheap or too expensive. Because it's for charity. It's not. I know that might sound like a crazy, but it's for St. Jude. It's not for like me. $5 to add, $10 to take away. Sleeping! Holy moly! Hello, sweet friend! Thank you so much for the $50 donation! That's amazing! I appreciate you. Hi! As soon as I finish this row, I will have you pick a color and a stitch for our charity blanket, and we will add it to the blanket. Thank you so much. We're so close to $400. Wait. Also, I need to refresh this. Because that should be different. That's exciting. That's so exciting. So in $20 more, we also do a wheel spin, which means that something on this little chaos wheel will happen. I know, almost 8K lifetime. I know. We're like, the fact that we're like about 2,000 away from 10K is crazy too. Like a little bit more than 2. Like, oh, like maybe this year, maybe we see that this year. We need to get to 400 before the end of stream. I think we can do it. I think we could do it. We're really close. Like, that's a couple of mustache gems. Or, for $10, you get added to the Amigurumi raffle. There's only 2 people in it right now. So, the odds are, you know, pretty good right now. Okay, let me grab this blanket box. Oh, look, I found a, this has to go in the Franken Stuffies bag. Alright. Here is the blanket so far. Alright, this is where the next row will be added, is up here by this pale blue. So here are the colors. Oh, goodness. We have, this one's called Mint Green. It's a very, very pale blue. It looks like this camera. Hang on. Mint Green. This one is Aqua. This one's dark purple, I guess. There's no label. This one is Mulberry. Hollyhock. Hollyhock, just kidding. And gray. Which one would you like to add to the blanket next, Sleeping? This is where we're at right here. Wait, no, don't do that, because I'm one of the 2. Hollyhock, you got it. Now, do you also have a stitch that you would like me to do? Anything besides baubles? Baubles or popcorn stitches are not an acceptable answer. No baubles? Why? I can't imagine. I mean, I could do a row of them, but it would be like, no, I did it once all the way down here. And I would never do it like that again. Because that was too many. But I would, you know, maybe be willing to do it more spaced out. The square looking stitch is called. Do you see anything like it on here? Or if you have a picture or a video or a like a pattern. I'll never finish the hood if I'm doing baubles. Block stitch. The hook is on it now. Oh, this row? Like these? Sure. I love that one. I don't know, like, if it has an official name. The pattern that I learned it from was something called Leaping Stripes. I don't know if there is, like, I'm sure I could probably even find it. Leaping Stripes and Blocks blanket. Yep, there it is. I remember I've made a couple of different baby blankets with this before. So here, if anyone is curious, that's the pattern. It is a Furls hook. I'm using it because I don't know where my 4.5 millimeter hook is otherwise. I like it. Yeah, they do catch. Do you have a resin hook from them? Cause yeah. If it works into the row below, I think it's a form of mosaic. Interesting. It does work into the row below. Streamline brush metal ones? Oh, okay. Oh. I haven't had them be squeaky sounding. I will say that they, you know, are more fragile. And like you said, they can, like, I haven't had issues, honestly, really with it, like, snagging. Um, it's just not as... I like my clover hooks better. I love the beauty of a Furls hook, though. I think they are gorgeous. And so I kind of love them for that aspect. But they're not my go-to every day. I will say that. And it might be that maybe if I use them more, I would, you know, it would be less cumbersome. But you're also allowed to have things sometimes that just look pretty, you know? Yeah. Oh, so here's what I recommend. Buy a clover hook in the size that you use the most. Whatever that size might be, try it out. If you like it, then you can go ahead and buy the set. If you don't like it, then okay. But so far I haven't found anyone who has been like, "Oh my god, I hate these hooks." So, um, does this look dumb? Because the row below was already kind of like a skipped row. So it's like worked in the stitch below, and then I'm doing like a half. I think it looks good. Okay. I'm overthinking it. Me overthinking? Couldn't be me. I've never overthunk before. No, I'm good. That's one of the things with like a blanket like this is that you're going to have things go together that don't always go together. And it's kind of fun to like make it work because it ends up looking really unique and different and kind of fun. So yeah. I had considered writing down like what I did. But honestly, there's something a little bit freeing about just making something up without needing to like write it all down as a like creator. So often I feel like I end up being like, it's got to be able to be replicated, or it's got to be, you know, and it's like, but why? Let go. I will also say, sleeping, that I did find a different resin hook manufacturer that I really love. If you ever wanted to try, they are also less money. And the hooks are smaller. Like where the ergonomic part is smaller. So I find that they kind of fit your hand nicely. Um Again, you do kind of run into the whole one of these fell once. Not even from a far distance, and it broke, which really sucks. Like I was using it and it fell. Yeah, it's very nice packaging. That's why they stay in here though. So yeah, I like them. You can look up their website. And they have like some really cool I guess, collections. But yeah. Okay. Ads are about to play. Somehow it's been an hour. So we're gonna take a stretch break. Get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up and take a stretch break. Donate to St. Jude. When we get back, we'll finish this row and then get back to my hood. Unless someone wants to keep donating, and making me keep working on this. Okay? Be right back.
found my people.
Alright. Thank you all for sitting through ads. I appreciate it. And thank you for that follow. Welcome in. Let's minimize that for right now. So the pine cone. I had commented on this influencer's video. Okay. They're a recruiter for the army. And they all of a sudden were posting nothing but basically like propaganda. Like the video was, do you want to know what like I can do thanks to the military? And like shows all these extremely unrealistic things. And my comment was, this is fine and great and all, but like you need to be honest about like both sides of the story here, because you're showing a glorified truth and it's not a realistic one. And people in the comments came for me. They told me that I was a bitter, awful sounding person. My husband could do so much better. That I knew what I was signing up for when I got married, and if I didn't like it, it became like people were really like off the handle. But the best one was someone literally saying to me, he's a recruiter. Of course he's going to post videos like this, you pinecone. Oh. So I just took it as, yeah, you know what? Unfollowed that content creator. They used to make like funny stuff, right? And I was just like, no, I can't do this. The thing that bugs me about like social media peeps, you know, using platforms like that for like military, I don't understand why they push it so hard, because like he's not recruiting for the internet. Like if you want to join the military, you're going to go to your local recruitment office. You're not going to go to influencer John Smith and enlist there. And so people being like, of course he's a recruiter, of course he's going to post these videos. And I'm like, but they do nothing for him. And like all that I kept trying to say is things like, you know, you should also mention all the stuff that you're going to miss. Like you're trying to say that the military is going to afford you all of these wonderful things. And, you know, are there some benefits? Maybe. But have I also missed countless birthdays, anniversaries? Hell, if I had saw this video after Patch had died, I would have ripped them a new asshole. Because, yeah, sure, you're talking about all the good. But there's also going to be the time where you're gone and your dog's going to die. And you're going to leave your spouse alone to deal with that trauma himself. And you're going to have to be hundreds, thousands, whatever miles away dealing with it yourself. That one recruiter, I sent it to you, it was ages ago on Facebook. The one being like, do you want to know what the military like? And then he like started posting all of like, you know, his lavish house and spending time with his kids and like the acres of property and animals he has. And I'm like, buddy, a lot of that is because you're a social, like you're not, the military's not paying you to do that. You're not making that kind of money as a recruiter for the military. Shut up. It was basically propaganda to try and get like people in to sign up. Like that's why I like mandatory fun day. You're gonna do both. If you're gonna talk about the good aspects, because again, the eventual health insurance, like there are some positives. They're very very few. But you also need to talk about the negatives because it's just not realistic otherwise. He'd be home. Yeah, because he's a recruiter. It bothered me, and when I spoke up, people were like, you're a terrible human, your husband's so unfortunate. It was just nastiness. All because I tried to say, hey, you should also post about, like, you can't share everything with, like, rose-colored glasses. It's not the way it works. I love when I went on the video, I was like, hi, I'm the husband, I agree with her. Yeah, it was too late at that point. People didn't care. People love to make a woman a villain. I hate to say it like that, but people love to tell a woman how she's wrong and how she's stupid and doesn't understand anything. And so yeah, I just kind of embraced the being called a pine cone. Sorry, James. Sorry, James. No S today. I'm like looking all over the screen. I'm like, what's about to happen? 3, 2, 1. What? Damn it. Listen, you had your chance. Hi, James. Mm-hmm. All right. Sleeping's row is done. Hooray! Thank you again for donating. Again, we are what? $13 away? Wait, are we $13 away? From $400? Hang on. Yeah. That's so close! What do you mean? Oh god, I gotta relax my shoulders. I literally feel a headache coming on. It's supposed to be done in 10 minutes, but my appointment got canceled, so now I have... Oh no. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, I found out that evidently my on my stretch break, I went because I had an email from the university hospital that I'm going to about like the hives that said that I had new results, and I was like, oh, it's probably like the punch I had done. They're probably telling... No, it's the blood work I had done yesterday, which is also showing that I'm normal and healthy. So I'm so stressed right now, and I'm trying so hard to just... I'm trying not to let them ruin another fundraising year for me. Because Vertigo ruined 1 year of St. Jude, the hives messed with another, and I don't want that. So yeah, I'm just trying so hard to... just be brave. I might go get like a Gatorade or something. I don't know if I'm like hydrate. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know, but I know that I just had my thyroid checked like a month or 2 ago. Like for my endocrinologist. So, yes, I will hydrate. You know that you probably need to like drink more water when you're drinking water, and you're like, this is delicious. It's in my neck. I can tell that that's where the headache is coming from. Anyway. I swear to God, every day, there's like one single ant. Where are you coming from? Excuse you. You're not... Why, see... Wait, did that make a sound? Hi, Raiders! Welcome in! How was your stream today? What were you getting up to? No, I am so with you on that, Georgina. Like, that is where I am at this point. Is just, like, desperately trying to find some thread that ties any of this together. So I feel you there. And I honestly appreciate you all being like, have you thought about this? Or have you had like this checked out? Because at some point I feel like I'll be like, oh no, I haven't. You know? Working on some knick-knack holders and some spinning. Well, welcome! Thank you so much for bringing your friends over. My name is Megan, if you haven't been here before, and I am a neurodivergent variety crafter. I'm usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, but we also do diamond dots, we do perler beads, we do miniatures. If you can find it in a craft store, I probably have done it. Today we are fundraising for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We are currently $13 away from hitting our next wheel spin. Every $100 we spin a wheel and we see what happens. So we're really close. If any of you all are able to help and donate, there's a pinned message, or you can do !donate. We'll be fundraising all month. If you are not able to donate, that is a-okay. You are still welcome to hang out here. In fact, even just being here helps, because it puts me up higher on like the recommended for other people list, and maybe someone else who is new will come and check us out and they'll donate. So truly, just being here is helpful. And I appreciate you. Here is your raid star. Thank you so much for bringing your community over. You get, it's a silver star. I am also, oh, it's right here. I am working on my 1970s jacket. Now, if you have not been here for this, oh, it's over there. My great aunt had this box in her garage, and evidently this sweater was started by another one of my great aunts, one of her sisters. And then it sat in that box in the garage for literal decades. Mostly done. The body was done, the sleeves were done. All that needed to be finished was this hood, which is what I'm working on now, and adding the, like, trim, this red bit. So I have decided to finish it. It's something that both my husband and I could wear. And I just, it's time to finish this work in progress, you know? We are doing, we're doing this, it's like a basket sort of stitch. I'll show it on like more plain colored yarn, because this yarn is very busy and it's hard to see, but I love it. It's a knit one, and then knit in the row below, and it makes this really beautiful, very plush, very thick, fabric. So that is what this stitch is. Right? It does. And it's interesting, like, it's definitely something that I wish I would have asked my Aunt Shirley about, like, why was it just in the box? Why didn't she finish it? Because my aunt was a literally a master craftsman knitter. Like, she could have easily finished this in one sitting. Like, this is taking me multiple streams. She could have finished this in, like, a day. So I don't know. I don't know who it was originally meant for. I don't know. I don't know really a lot of the story behind it, but I know that when she passed away, I took the box and it was always kind of a plan to finish it. So we are working on that. But Raiders, feel free to let me know what you all are up to today. Are you crafting? Are you gaming? Are you doing a cheeky work lurk? I won't tell, but just, you know, let me know what you're up to. Petrichor has mentioned that this sweater gives, like, in a very positive way, sock monkey vibes. And I honestly adore that. I never had a sock monkey, but I kind of feel like I should get one now, just as like a, like, I don't know. Yeah, feel free to lurk, feel free to chat. Make sure that you go do some post-stream self-care if you need to, YCC, and thank you again for bringing your community over here. So, technically, these are double-pointed knitting needles that are just not connected. Hold on. I'll show you at the end of this row, how I did it. Basically, I took 2 cables and attached them to the needles to make them longer, because I could have used like metal ones, but they would have ended up being, everything would have been bunched, and it would have been difficult for me to like try this on to kind of like see where we're at with things. So since I have this kind of a circular knitting set, it just worked out well to do it this way. Okay. Whoa, don't come with me, sweater. Okay. So I'm not sponsored by this company in any way, shape, or form, but I highly recommend them, okay? They are Denise interchangeable knitting needles. I got the pretty breast cancer awareness ones because I loved all the pretty pastel colors. They have a bunch of them though, okay? It's a hard plastic little book, okay? And basically what I did was I took the knitting needle, right? So these, you know, say that these were the ones that I needed. And then I took, they lock into each other, like you twist them and then they lock in. So I took the knitting needles and then I took 1 cord on each needle and then I put a guard on the end instead of the other knitting needle. And that's how I made an extra long flexible knitting needle. Normally, right, if I'm making this a circular knitting needle, I would put this on the other end, and now I have my circular. But I took 2 of those little stoppers and just made extra long ones instead, because, yeah. This kit also comes with, like, extenders. That's what this guy is here. So that's what I did here on this. If you look, is this basically joins, there we go, two cables, couldn't think of the word, to make it longer if you need it to be. So I really like this set because it's super versatile, and it's like, I just like the fact that it's like the storage is nice, like everything about this kit. I want to say that it was less than it was like around $40 when I got it. And again, it's a full set. It goes from 3.75 up to US 11. Or I'm sorry, US 5 to US 11. So, yeah, let me grab a link. This one is, oh my gosh, this color is beautiful. It's all teal and gray. You're welcome. Oh my gosh, I bought these like 4 years ago. So yeah, that would explain the price change. They also have like just the cords and stuff like that. So if you wanted to just like buy extra long cords or anything, you could. But you could also check out like their other, they have like a bunch of different products. I mean, as a girly who's always loved teal, I'm excited about it. But there's also the little bit of me that's like, there are gonna be people who are like, oh yeah, of course you love teal, and it's like, no, I've always, like, it's the same as though as when people are like, oh man, red pandas are so cool, and I'm like, I have loved them since before they were cool. Like, it's fine, obviously, I'm not actually upset about it, but it's always funny. They were a very good investment. Yeah, I've used them for a lot of different things. And again, it's like a full set, and they offer, if you need like additional sizes, you could buy those separately. Never liked it with the brown. Pairing it with the brown makes it feel very like vintage to me. It feels very like 50s. Yeah, look at this. They also have just like extra cable lengths and things like that. So like some short ones and some long ones. That's pretty cool. Hi DJ, welcome in. Okay. On the thing, there we go. I thought that I might not be as big a fan of them because they're plastic, and I do enjoy the sound that metal knitting needles make. And I will still say that that is the case. These are nice and light, though, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. Again, if you're used to, like, the metal ones. But what I really like is the versatility of them. Like, I have not found other interchangeable knitting needles to be quite as just able to, like, make them work for whatever it is you need. Like, I have other ones that are like the pin and lock kind. And yeah, like, they do a good job and they have the satisfying little metal clink clink sound, but they don't have all these, like, it's so easy to like attach these and make them into like whatever you want. One of my first 50 styles dresses was brown with turquoise polka dots. Yeah, it's a very vintage kind of vibe. If it's done right, it can be really pretty, but if it's done wrong, it can be tacky looking. Oh, poor kiddo. I hope he feels better soon. That's no fun. Oh, croup. Oh. Ooh. No fun. Brown is one of those colors that if you don't get the right tone, the shade can be very jarring. Agreed. Yeah, it's like the turquoise will always be like, and then if you don't have like the right shade of brown with it, you're like, oh. You know, I feel like kids sometimes just get like mystery sick. Like who knows where it comes from, but boy, they sure like to find it, don't they? And different people like the same thing can manifest in like a different way. Like some people it's just a cold and some people it ends up becoming some kind of infection that needs medication. Is it done yet? I swear I just keep going and it's just never ending. I mean, hospitals are breeding grounds for illness. I hate to say it. They're important places for getting better, but they're also very problematic for people to go in. Just pick up all kinds of stuff. You can do it. Thanks. You know, it sure would be unfortunate if someone donated $30, got us to our $400 goal. Well, not goal, but got us to $400 and made me have to wear lobster claws while I knit. That would be really unfortunate. Just saying. Because we would also get a wheel spin. And wearing lobster claws is also on the wheel, so I could end up having to wear it for 20 freaking minutes. Oh, it's fine. By the way, did you guys hear the alert when YCC raided? Because I didn't hear it. I wonder... I heard when we got the new follow. You did? Okay. Okay. I'll have to just double check. Because that's weird. It comes through the same bot. So I don't know why one of them would work and the other didn't. You did hear it. Okay. As long as someone's hearing it, I know what it sounds like in my head. I mean, he was. I'm glad that he didn't. But they definitely would know what to do. I swear, I think like, oh yeah, I'm making great progress. And then I measure it again and I'm like, I've literally been stitching this for, how has it not grown? It's like when you're in a dream and you're like running, but you never actually get any closer to where you're going. Sorry. Sorry, just checking something real quick. Okay. That's you've been filling with the knitted hat, yeah. Oh yeah, 3 days is no biggie. Where have you been? Mm-hmm. Remember when we decided to make this hood instead of just ending it? I do. Nope, never happened. Oh. Like, you were teenagers that miss curfew. They're like, why would you dare interrupt my routine by being out? They're such creatures of habit, honestly. He's still looking annoyed. Yeah. Gosh. Okay. Knitting with 2 strands together with like this vibrant multicolor yarn. Sometimes I think that I have both strands, but it turns out it's just one that's really variegated. Yeah, this is it's 2 strands. I'm pulling from 2 separate balls. At the same time, which is why it's so thick. But that's also why it's a pain in the butt. I mean, honestly, I feel like this is the way to go with knitting. Because, like, it does make projects not take nearly as long. Never knit or crochet with 2 strands. You would adjust. I believe in you. You end up using a much larger, like, knitting needle or crochet hook. So it goes quicker. I can't, like, do this all stream again and not finish it, though. Oh. I'm gonna put it on after this row again. Just to, like, see how it looks. Because, like, I know I've been measuring it up against a different hood, but at the same time, seeing how it actually fits is a good idea, too. It technically hasn't been all stream. No, you're right. Ooh! If I duck my head, it fits. I don't think we're finishing it today. How are we doing, chat? I'm trying to trying to think of the fundraiser, and it feels like this was maybe a bad choice for a fundraising stream. Cause like we're $13 away from our next from raising $400, and we have not been able to get there. And I'm like, I think people are just not wanting to watch this. I'm guessing you meant to say ducking, Emily. I mean, listen, I feel that way about the hood right now too, but that was my concern, is that everyone's just thinking, you know, this. Hi Shiz, how are you? I think it was funny, honestly, because the amount of times that like you mean to say what you said and it autocorrects to duck instead, it was just hilarious to see it go the opposite way. For you to have meant duck, and it was like, clearly, I'm just reading the context here. Clearly, they actually met, and you're like, girl, no, I didn't. Oh, no. Not the ads. Okay. Chat, I'm challenging you. Okay? I'm throwing down the gauntlet. To get the last $13 we need to make it to $400 raised for St. Jude by the end of the ads. I believe in us. Okay? We're so freaking close. Make it happen, or I'm not coming back from the ads. Just kidding. Anyway. Get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up and take a stretch break. We'll play some words, go donate to St. Jude, and I'll be right back. Alrighty. I am back. Also,
30-second dance party.
this is a very hype one. The end. Not the sudden cutoff. Shadis, thank you so much for the $13 donation. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see. We also, because we raised $100, get to spin this wheel. And we'll see. Hang on, that wasn't a good spin. There we go. I do believe that that says to switch crafts. The wheel was like, girl. No, I will allow chat to veto if you guys want me to keep working on this. I'll spin it again instead. If you guys really are like feeling the knitting, I can hold on. I'll put a poll in chat. I'll put a poll in it. I'll allow that. We can spin again. Okay. What to do? Switch crafts. Or keep knitting. Okay. It's a 3-minute poll. That way I can at least get to the end of this row because I will not stop in the middle. I'm not that sadistic. So go ahead and vote. I'm fine either way. I'm here for the chaos of the fact that the wheel said, no, you're done. I'm here for you guys being like, no, we're vibing. Because honestly, that's what you guys are doing. Like, how you guys feel about what's going on stream matters. So... Oh, don't you dare tie it. So help me. Make sure you vote in the poll at the top of the chat. Do we honor the wheel and switch crafts? Or do we keep knitting? Are you ready? Four of my Mies just confessed to others who aren't interested, and now they're all depressed. Oh no. Ooh, what are you gonna work on? Ooh, Switching Crafts is pulling ahead. The wheel says, good. Give in to me. Cross-stitching. Ooh, a picture of shelves covered in cats and plants. Do you have a picture of like your work in progress or a link to the pattern? Because I would love to see that. Switch Crafts. All right. We shall do it. Let's, okay, but what are we switching to? What are we, what do you all want me to switch to? Do we cross stitch? I have Derpy that we could work on. Do we, what crochet projects do I have right now? We have coloring. We could color. Embroidery, coloring. I didn't know that light was on bright. Hang on. You're down for coloring? Okay. Do you guys want to do, since the other day we did one of these, we did a monochromatic pet. Do we want to do another one of those, or do we want to do one of the colorful pages? We did this one the other day. Maybe we do one of the colorful ones since we didn't do that. Colorful? Okay. Boop. I had this cute frame hanging in my kitchen. I had strawberries too. And it was on my wall with like command strips because I couldn't hang it with like nails because of like electric in the wall. And the command strips let go. And now I have to fix the frame. So that was sitting on my desk for me to... I don't even know what kind of glue to use. Because it's like wood and glass. But I gotta move it so I can put my markers there. Gorilla Glue? That could work. Do I want to zoom that? Oh, that's a little too close. Oops. Maybe a little more. Boop. There we go. All right. We left off at this cute coffee shop. I like the idea of Gorilla Glue too because it wouldn't set up super fast. Like a lot of things you want it to set up quickly, but I want to be able to like put everything together. If that makes sense. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what color green to make plants and stuff. Yeah, okay. I was like, wait, what color did I make the grass? Thank goodness you all are done being chaotic for the day. So I think that maybe off camera at some point I will work a little more on the hood so that maybe we can finish the sweater on camera together. Like, if I finish knitting the bit that I've been doing, which you guys have now seen, a few different streams, and we can instead finish, like, the edging and make, like, the pocket inserts, I feel like that would be okay. And then we can then assemble everything. But I feel like if I just put, like, something on TV and just crank out the rest of the hood, that would be less painful for everyone involved. It's hard when it's like a craft that people are enjoying, but it's also like really tedious, you know? Like the derpy cross stitch is another one. Like, yeah, we're all enjoying it, but at the same time, it's like, oh my gosh, more of the pink. It's the same thing. I mean, that's crafting, though. It's doing the same thing over and over again for a repeat amount of times to get something to look the way that it's meant to. But it's times like that where I just think, you know, it would be really great if I was quicker at these things when it becomes very, like, repetitive. Do you, like, find it... This is a general question to chat. Do you guys find crafts like the hood or, like, you know, filling in cross stitch, do you find that to be, like, enjoyable to watch because it's repetitive and it's, like, just, I guess, something that you can kind of zone out to? Or are you like, yeah, it gets a little bit boring? Either answer is fine. I'm just kind of curious what, like, the general... Yes, but I enjoy everything you do. I find it calming. Okay. Because I know as a crafter, certain repetitive crafts can be nice because you can, like, zone out as you're working on them. And certain repetitive crafts, you're like, I need a break for, like, just as you yourself as, like, a crafter, not necessarily as, like, a viewer. So I was kind of curious what you guys thought as a viewer, as a consumer. I feel like when you do these types of projects, more questions pop up. You share more about your experience, so you end up learning more. Yeah, I guess it kind of opens up for, like, people can ask questions, um, or, like, watch. I could see how that makes sense. Should I make this, like, stained glass? I just had that thought. Like, what if it was, like, kind of, like, all different colors? Yeah, okay. I don't mind the repetitive crafts, usually here for the vibes or lurking with the game, so I'm here for the vibes either way, yeah. It's often a craft I don't do, so it's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I was just kind of curious, like, what the general... Because sometimes, like, fun Megan fact that you may or may not know, back in the day, when I was in college, I had a radio show for my local, like, college campus. Like, you could sign up and, like, you could do radio programs, play music, talk shows, whatever. And so me and a friend had one, and you learn very quickly, like, you had to go through training and everything like that, and you are not allowed to have dead air. That is a big no-no. You need to be talking, having music playing, a commercial playing, something. So sometimes it feels like doing more repetitive things almost feels like dead air, if that makes any kind of sense. Where it feels like because it's repetitive and it's similar, like, it's not as exciting maybe, and so there's less... I don't know how to describe it. That's just, like, one of the few ways that I could, like, think in my brain to try and explain why I get, like, oh no, gonna get in trouble. That makes sense. So I'm thinking maybe yellow and like a pink. What color should we make the stained glass? Because I have two trains of thoughts here. We could either make it look like these are like sun rays, or like a flower. It looks like a sun. That's what I was thinking. Like yellow. So do we do like yellow and orange, or like yellow and blue, like it's a sun in a sky? I have a really pretty like orange that I could use. Like a soft, like what if I use this color? Like this yellow and this orange. Yeah. Let's try it. Start with the center and see. Oops. By the way, we are $100 away now from our next incentive, which is to add a new emote. And since the place that I was originally going to be getting my emotes from is just gone, I guess we're gonna have to do something else. So I don't know. We'll have to come up with what to make. I think doing the orange here and then maybe blue there. I looked up like sun stained glass. I also found like I mean that's kind of cool too. Like that's neat. You can't see that. Oh, excuse me. That one's pretty. That's pretty.
I found my people.
Thank you for that follow. Welcome in. And then I almost feel like maybe the flower pot should be a similar kind of blue just to like bring some of that color over there. Or a blue. I might add a little bit of gray to that just to soften it. Ooh, yes, I am curious. Let me go take a peek. Wait, his face looks so good. And the outfit is perfect. How did you make the little like ear guys? Wait, that's so good. You drew them? I love it. Are you gonna make like the little Totoros? Because like you know how like there's the little versions that go around too? The little like white or gray ones. It's like imagine like a little kid version. You're going, oh my gosh, that's gonna be so cute. They could have a Soot Sprite pet. Eyes, pupils, and mouth are a game, but yeah. No, like it definitely... Like you can tell... At least I can, maybe because I've watched so much. Yeah. Or I've seen it so many times. I don't know what color the inside of the restaurant should be. I almost feel like a gray or like something... A lot of this is warm toned though, so maybe another beige. Maybe something, well, what color are the bunnies gonna be? I guess that's the question. Maybe I should figure that out. I almost feel like one should be black and white because I had a black and white bunny growing up. And then maybe the other one's like tans. Yeah, maybe I figure out the bunny first. I don't want to do like true black because you won't be able to see like certain things. So maybe I do that color. And I feel like where's my bunny? You know what drives me kind of crazy? I've been using Shutterfly like as photo like backup and to print photo books for ever at this point. And they like, I don't know what's going on with the app, but like it hasn't been working properly. And I called them, I like opened like a ticket, I did all these things and it still hasn't been working. So I haven't been able to like back stuff up in like forever. Because it just hasn't been. Haha. I found the picture though. There's baby Megan and my bunny. In a Polaroid. Peep the 90s clothes. Peep the 90s fit, chat. So we'll do one ear all black. Now, obviously I know my guy had like both ears black. And he also had black around his eyes and his nose, but I don't want to like it would be a lot on this. On point. Yeah. Maybe we'll do his little paw black. And we'll go around this eye. I'm good with that. Maybe we'll make him like also use like a really, really pale gray so that he's not like stark white. You know what I mean? I should wait a sec, let that dry. Okay, what color should the girly be? I guess browns. Or cream. I mean, there's also just white rabbits. Pastel pink. I'm thinking like realistic bunnies, and you drop in the obvious choice. Do we make cream suggestions for the black bunny? Yeah. White rabbit with little pink blushies. I'm gonna do, it's a grayish color. Should be ivory. I have never heard of a lavender. Let's look it up. Well, I don't think that that's quite what you meant. Almost like this guy. Lilac. Let's Google that. Now, I'm sure some of these are AI because everything, like this is AI. That's not a real. This is exact, like, well, I mean, you guys just saw the picture of me and my bunny, but the little lop-eared babies just, oh, they melt my heart. So maybe we do her like a gray, like a very light gray. That could be cute. And we could give her little pink blushies still, because I do like the idea of giving her blushies. Oh? What's the Dancing with the Stars news? And if I'm being honest, I kind of like that she won't be tan, only because then I can kind of stick with the tan for the building. Really? That's gonna be fun. What if we did, so there's two options. Maybe we do like that for her. Like one of those two kind of gives that lavender bunny vibe. The 42 or 43. Here it is down here. Whoop. Come on, camera. You can do it. There we go. That one kind of leans more towards that lavendery color. High School Musical routine. That would be so good. So we're going to do the Frankenstuffy tomorrow, which I'm excited about and should be a lot of fun. And then Thursday is crowd-controlled Animal Crossing again. Hopefully we find a villager we're hunting for. Or not, I don't know. And then Friday is whatever you vote for, which reminds me, let's do a cheeky vote. Shall we? Alright, there you go. Exclamation point ticket to enter to win 2 points to put towards whatever craft or activity you would like to see on Friday. We have a bunch of fun choices. And I want to test something. Snap, crackle, pop. Hey, we're like $1 away from $7,860. Raised lifetime for St. Jude. Just saying. $10 away from the silly number. Ooh, true. You're so right. How did I not even think of that? Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, if I use this colorless blender, I think it gives me kind of furry texture. Because they feel like they have textured hair because of the wavy lines. It would just change our current fundraiser, which is at 69. Which is fine. Could fix it after for the meme, yeah. Just have to get to the next 16. Hi, girly. You getting a little snack? That's always my favorite when they shake. And they kind of almost like, whoops, shook too hard. Get your tickets, by the way. If you're here. Exclamation point ticket. You know, I almost feel like this should be black, this sign, and that I should write the, like, stuff on here in, like, white pen instead. Like it's chalk. I think that would be really cute. Do I maybe do that for the open sign too? I don't know what to make. I don't know what color to make the open sign. I've been hemming and hawing over that for a while. Green. Oh, like maybe this color? Or should the welcome mat be that color? I kind of like that idea of like maybe bringing that color back over. Or the blue to match. Yeah, maybe. What if we put like the blue? Because I put blue over here to try and like bring. But we could also put like the maybe. Hmm. Sometimes I start to color with something and I'm like, oh my god, that's very different than what the swatch looks like. Better lighten up. That's supposed to look like that. What you doing, cute girly? Come here. Come here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is in the way. Hi. Hi. Come on over. Look who's here. Artie says donate to St. Jude. Yeah? That's what you say? Hi. What's up, sweet girl? Hello. I mean, you guys can't deny Artemis, right? If she says to do it. Right? Yo. Oh, so sweet. Clean your eye boogie? Thank you. You're such a sweet girl. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're such a sweet baby. Ads, no! There's a cat. Oh. She's sniffing you, chat. Do you want to sit? You want to sit right there. You know what? That's perfect. That's perfect. Why do you always get this crust on your face right here? It's in the same spot. Thank you. Too much bunny, not enough cat. Yeah. She says, I'll take care of those bunnies for you, Mom. I take care of them. Hello. I want to pick you up and cuddle you, but then I know you'll leave. Hi. Oh my goodness. The second time I realized she has a tiny no way, really? Oh. I love little quirks like that. You say hello to Raccoon and the rest of chat? Yeah. Oh, to be a happy indoor kitty, huh? A former outdoor girly, and now a happy indoor one. Honestly, part of me feels like she loves my parents being here too. Because I feel like she's just like, oh, good. My entourage is here. Yeah? Your entourage? She still hasn't grown all her fur back from when they had to shave her to do her ultrasound. Like, I don't even know how long ago now. Do you guys see that? She's got like a little chicken leg. Hi, Cake. How are you? Artie with a crown emote. A princess Artie? No? Do you want a tiara instead? Are you more of a tiara girly than a crown? You're doing something fun tomorrow. What are you doing? Welcome back. Oh, I don't know what that is. Do you think I could finish coloring? Yeah, you like the marker? Oh, maybe. Yeah, okay. Oh, and you're making some? That's neat. How are you making them? Are you like carving them? On a lathe. Cool. I love when she just headbutts, like, head plants. Just like this just, I love this. She's like, pet me. Pet my whole face. Like, I don't know if I can. Like, this is the view from the side. Oh, can I help you? What? I wasn't done petting you? I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I was not aware. You know, Artie, this is actually a really good craft. If you sit on my lap, I could still color and you could still be pet. Because I don't need both hands to color. Do you want to come here? I give you scratches. Come here. Watch. Ready? Ooh, big stretch. Hi. Right here. Oh my gosh. Look at that. You can still see what I'm doing. Okay. You can inspect all of my colors. Like, what do you think of this one? No, 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 right here. Right here. Okay, you stay right there. See? Look, I can pet you and I can color. You know, there was a video I took back when we lived in our apartment. And it was me attempting to crochet with both dogs actively, like, bothering me. And I was like, I can't wait until I have a craft room one day and I can just craft in peace. That never happened, huh? I got the craft room, but the peace bit, that one never really happened, huh? No. Oh, you're heading out? There you go. Well, uh-oh. That's fine. I meant to do that. There's a few things I want to finish on this before we wrap up for the day. I would normally, like, just stay on and finish this whole picture, but I have to cook tonight because I don't have leftovers. The stream just wanted a rainbow, yeah. So I wanted this to look like a chalkboard. So I'm literally tracing, like, the stuff that was already there. But with white gel pen on a black background so that it looks like chalk. That looks so good. That looks so much better than what it was before. Oh, maybe I do this bottle the same blue. I don't know. I was trying to, I mean, I'm gonna add some, like, shading on that to make it look more like it's stained glass. But I don't know. That might just be it for now. Oh no, let me do her blushies. Wait. Oh, it's over here. I'm going to do a little test here because I don't know which is going to show up better with that gray. This one. I didn't finish it. Oh my gosh, you're right. Okay, last call. Ticket. Exclamation point ticket right now. Oh, gosh. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. Emily. Oops. What would you like to vote on? It is you. Friendship bracelet. All right. Thanks for being here when I did a random giveaway. I appreciate y'all watching throughout the stream, not just at the beginning. I don't want to stop coloring. I want to finish my picture. Does someone want to come here and cook for me? That'd be great. That'd be swell. That was great. That was so much fun. We could definitely do that again. Depends for what's for dinner, and can I get some too? Yes. Lentils. Lentils, hot dogs, little ditalini pasta. All in one. And you're welcome to some. All right, I should stop here. This was fun, though. I liked the chaos of switching crafts. Not a huge lentil person, but I'll try it. Fair enough. I wasn't a big lentil person either. Not until I was older and I could cook them myself. And make them how I like them. Alrighty. That is going to do it for us today. Tomorrow, like I said, we're going to do Frankenstuffy assembly. So that should be really fun. You can donate to add parts to the Frankenstuffy or to take away parts from the Frankenstuffy. So that should be nice and chaotic. I hope that you have a lovely rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember, you are loved. I will. Did the credits not play? Alright. Looking forward to the Frank and Steffi. Yay! Remember, you are loved. I will see you all tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Here are my socials and the Discord. Alright. Goodbye.